The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building this morning.
That's right, Boosie Badass.
Mr. Lil
I'm
Boosie.
in the building.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, and welcome home, first of all, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the one question I've been dying to ask the whole time you was gone, man. Who kept the Boosie fade tight while you was locked up, man?
Any inmate who I thought could cook. I ain't really had no, specifics. Anybody who I heard could cut, I get them to try to cut it.
What is the Boosie fade? Explain to the people what the Boosie fade.
I don't know. It's just. I don't know. It's a ramp. It's a flat top. It's all. So I don't know. It's just a little haircut I always had, and I started rapping about it and went from there.
You need to trademark it, man. Now, whenever you see somebody with a fade, you be like, "Oh, he got the Boosie fade."
I need to, but so many people doing it wrong.
Yeah.
And people saying, "Look, I got your haircut." No.
Nowhere near my cut.
When you home, you got a personal barber? When you on the street?
I got a personal barber,
Okay.
Deldrick. He been cutting me for a long time, and he cut all my hair, my son's hair.
Word. That's what's up.
All right, so last time I spoke to you, we talked about all the collaborations that you were doing, and you said the one person you wanted to reach, though, was Justin Bieber. Has that happened yet?
Man, stay with him if you going to violate probation messing with him now.
Nah. I ain't even got in touch with him yet. Craig them from Atlantic supposed to be making some phone calls, but we ain't made it happen yet. I'm focusing on me right now, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you got an album date, the 14th of July.
Yeah, July 15th.
July 15th. The album is completely done?
I might got like 2 or 3 more records to complete.
Okay, so who you? I know so far they say 2 Chainz, Jeezy, T.I.'s on the album. Anybody else you looking to get to close out the album?
Meek Mill finna get on the album.
Meek.
That's basically it. Trey Songz probably finna get on the record. I got a record from K. Michelle last night also, and that'll probably be a rap on it.
Okay.
You know, it's crazy, man. I was talking to my homeboy, Lil Duval, man. I was like, man, Boosie look like he don't got no jail rust on him. Like, you know how people come home and they be a little awkward. It seemed like you was here.
Yeah, because I was preparing for this day,
Okay.
All I did is write music. I would be outside by the way pie, and I would sit on crates. Okay. I would line up crates, and I would walk on the crates like I'm on stage. So, I was just practicing and getting ready for my freedom,
So your mind was still out there. Did you keep the faith the whole time that you was locked down? Or did you feel like...
I'd say about 65% faith, by all these charges on me and so much media, bad publicity. You got no choice but to think, what if the jurors run with what they hearing, the image they paint. So.
You ever feel like they was trying to bury you? Like they was trying
they was trying to bury me.
They was definitely trying.
Oh, yeah, they was definitely trying to bury me. They was trying to bury me and throw away the key,
So you have to live in Louisiana right now. You can't leave the state. I mean, you can't move somewhere else.
Yeah, I feel I'm feeling in my thing to move right now. I'm waiting on the city to accept me.
Okay.
And once the city accept me, I can go.
Okay.
How's the game changed since you've been gone, man?
It's trendy. Like if one person make a song that sound like this, 10 other artists gonna try to make a song sound like that. So it's trendy. Like it's a lot. What I hear is a lot of the same music, not the same music, but the same tone, the same flow. And I just feel like the music I rap about put me in my own lane. So I'm happy it's trendy.
But you got a lot of, I think I would say a lot more respect when you came home, because a lot of people who might not have known who Lil Boosie was, when your homecoming, when you came home, it was so big that it opened the doors for so many different people. You know what I mean? And so many different people accepted. Like when we played your record up here, and us, being based out of New York, it was harder for Boosie and Webby to get accepted in New York. But now it's like it's easy. People accept it. They want more music. And I heard you did the remix.
Yeah, I did the remix.
And I heard you did the remix with no remix. It's all you.
Yeah.
You put 3 verses on there now.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that and not get any other artists?
I just feel like it's my time to show the world. That Show the World record was something I just had in the pocket from a long time ago. So I said on a remix, I just wanted to go in on it. And I had way more to say than what I said then, of course.
Oh, yeah?
So I just ball hogged the record.
Even when you speak about being trendy, do you feel like you was the trendy thing at the moment? Because a lot of people that may not have been riding with you before you went in, when you came home and they started trending on Twitter and they saw all these different outlets that wanted to come talk to you, then they all of a sudden jumped on you. How do you feel about the fake love?
I feel like half of the love was real, 50%. I feel like 25% was just bandwagons, just jumping on the bandwagon, what people do. And I feel the other 25% came from people. Some people might not even never heard my music.
Right.
But my social media name and all of my trials and tribulations, I think they was like, let me see what he talking about.
Right.
Why is they messing with him? Let me listen to his music. And if you listen to my music, you'll be a fan.
But I've been arguing with my program director since you came on, because I'm from South Carolina, so I came up on. I came up on Boosie. And
you know,
Trail family.
Music director, Charlamagne.
Huh?
Music director.
Music director. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been arguing with my music director because he was like, "Man, Boosie sucks." I'm like, "How does he suck? I bet you ain't never heard one Boosie record." He was like, "I haven't." So how can you make that assumption that he sucks just because you're from the South?
Right.
But you know what? I think the best thing you did was when Charlamagne said, you know, people usually come out, they have rust on them. The first thing you did was when you spit a freestyle. It was a little snippet. I think it was like a 30, 45-second freestyle. And it showed that it sounds like you snapping harder than when you was locked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I think opened, you know, I just like the fact that you came out and it's so many different people that, like, you know, you're going to be in the club with me tonight. And I've never seen so many people excited to see you. You know what I mean? And that's a great thing. Because you've been in New York, you know, various times before. But now it's like they're excited to see you because they want to hear you. They want to see you. They want to try to touch you. And that's a great experience.
How was
your
first show out of, you know, the first show that you had to do? I know at first the
first
it
was
one
crazy,
was canceled,
man.
But then how did it feel doing your first show?
I done sold out the last 5 arenas I done been in, 12,000 plus. You know?
That's crazy.
I done sold out every seat, so, you know, that's a blessing. You know?
But the first time performing, did you feel like, okay?
Nah, I ain't had no butterflies or nothing. Like, I was on my tiptoes the whole time, ready to hit the ring, you know. So I ain't had no butterflies. It was just what I've been waiting on. You know?
What felt better, that first show or that first piece of?
You can't say, man.
Well, you know, vagina.
I don't know. I think the first show, because I was getting in jail.
What?
What? He just told him he can't say it. Now you gonna say it.
My bad.
What they had you in the? How do you get? Oh yeah,
visits?
Yeah. You married?
Nah, I just, you know, I was visiting. I had my own visiting room.
Oh, okay.
I know you could
so
do
I was
that.
doing me.
Now, all of the fake, quote unquote, fake Boosie shows, does that mess up your bread? Because even though I know when we were trying to book it, I'm like, nah, we got to call everybody we possibly know that know Boosie to make sure he really coming.
It prolonged some stuff. You know, people be like, is this really? You know, a lot of people was faking like they was my brother. You know, when you come out with that buzz, people trying to eat, and they'll go to the limits to eat. But if somebody's sending you some fake information and you sending them money with no contract or something, you crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it ain't slowed the bread. The phone don't never stop ringing right now.
You like a stimulus package in the hood right now. They know if I book Boosie, my show gonna sell out.
Right.
Now, what about this new album that's coming out July 15th? I know you said you did over 1,000 songs while you were in jail. How many of those made it onto this album, or is it all fresh new stuff?
Yeah, this all fresh stuff. This all stuff since I've been home. Classic album, of course. And it's fire, you know. All I can say is be waiting on it and go cop it.
How important was rap to you when you was locked up, man? Did you actually care about writing, or did you care more about beating your kids? Because to write 1,000 songs when you got that over you is kind of crazy.
That's how I would vent. Like when I would get angry, you know, I just write music. When I was happy or when something would go right, I would just write music, and that's how I would vent. Period. That's how I let off everything that was inside me. I would just write music all day.
So you had beats in your head, or what people?
Yeah, like after I write a song, I can go back and put a beat on it in my head.
Right.
So when I come home, all I gotta do is get with the producer and make the sounds, and we tap it up and make a record.
Now, there's also a rumor that your children's mothers, all 4 of them, are going to come together and do a reality show. Did they end up getting along after you got locked up because they all had to kind of come together, or did they always get along?
Nah, they ain't always get along. But I don't know. You know, I had found out when I was in the can that they was trying to do a reality show. You know, at first I was against it because I ain't want it to bring friction if they get into it with each other and have a riff with my kids or whatever. But I ain't gonna stop nobody from getting money. You know, you trying to get your hustle on, you trying to get some money. I'm all for it.
That make your child support payments less.
Right.
No, but so they get along actually because you got locked up. They kind of had to be like, okay, you know, we all got.
I think that brought everybody closer. I think about me going through all the stuff that I went through. You know, I look back at my murder trial and all on was sitting on the same row together, next to each other. So I was like, you know, that's what's
crazy.
up, you know. But I'm gonna support them. You know, I ain't getting on the show now.
You're not gonna get on it?
Nah, I ain't getting on it.
Would you do any reality TV? I've been trying to get Webby on the show for the
I ain't
long.
trying to do no reality TV.
Now, also, you know, you always been known for your jewelry, your cars. And what are some of the things that you bought since you've been home? I see the Cubans, the huge Cubans.
I ain't made no big splurges yet.
They said
They
they bought a
bought
house.
Birdman house.
I bought that. I've been about that.
Mm-mm.
So,
So
I
what
got
are
a
you
house.
eyeing?
I got a house in D-Town too. So,
What are you eyeing on?
nothing really right now.
No.
I'm just trying to buy homes and property and land and stuff. I'm through with all the cars and stuff like that.
You said D-Town, Detroit?
Nah, Dallas.
Oh.
So you have the same circle around you now that you had before you got locked up.
Oh hell no. I mean no. I ain't got that same. My circle small. No.
That's what I wanted to know. You was real heavy in the streets when you went in. Like, do you feel the need to still keep it real and play the hood like you used to?
Nah, I don't play the hood no more. You know, I got a lot of people envy me as far as the system, you know. So I ain't got time to be in no hoods or nothing like that. I'm laid up in the crib with my kids, you know. I ain't got time to be in no hood. You know, the hood gonna respect me either or. They know I'm a G regardless. So I ain't got time for all that hanging in no hood. Now
You're not trying to get yourself in no more situations.
Nah, I ain't getting in no more trouble.
And what made you trim your circle down? Like, was it people that weren't there for you when you was locked up? Or?
Right. They people trim themselves down. Like when you get in a situation like I was in, you gonna see who real and you gonna see who fake.
They thought you were gone.
Yeah, when you count somebody out, you know, when you ain't with somebody when they down, you can't be with them when they up.
Absolutely.
Period. So, you know, that trimmed a lot of people off my chipping block, and you know, that was a blessing for me because you know that's less problems I got to deal with and more money for me. You know.
What other lifestyle changes have you had to make?
He be FaceTiming now.
I like FaceTime. I like to look at a woman and talk to her.
Yeah.
You know, that blew my mind when I first saw that. I'm like, damn, I can look at you. You know, I felt like I had been gone 20 years. But you know, I'm drug free.
Drug free.
You know,
Okay.
I'm drug free. I can talk big business now. You know, I ain't all loaded off that good no more. You know, so when you drug free, that bring a lot of changes to you.
Does it affect you artistically? Because were you one of them people that feel like, oh, I got to smoke something before I go in the booth? Or?
Nah. It just come to me natural. You know, music.
Okay.
Well, be careful with that FaceTime because it will get you caught.
Yeah,
well.
I know they say they can flash screen pictures and
No, I mean just as far as a girl be like, well, show around the room. Let me see if nobody's there. If you know where you say you at and all of that. Because now they want to see what you doing. I'm just saying.
You just hit him with something. He just thought about that. He was like, wait a minute, she right. She have you putting the phone under the bed in the shower.
Now, how are you with the social media stuff? Are you on Instagram and you're tweeting and all that?
Have you tried to
I'm
shoot
not
through the
really
computer
tweeting,
yet?
but I'm Instagramming pictures and stuff like that. You know, I like Instagram. I ain't know they had that many bad women in the world. Lord.
Hold on now. It's this thing
be
called
careful with that,
catfishing too
It's
now.
this thing called Photoshop.
Man, catfishing.
I just be looking.
just be looking.
Ain't nothing wrong with looking, but I be like, you know.
Have the thumb thugs pissed you off yet? The people that talk reckless to you online?
Nah, they ain't pissing me off. I done read some comments, but can't nothing really make me mad. I'm free, man. Like I'm telling you, can say anything. Can't nothing really make me mad after I come from what I come from.
Right.
I'm straight.
All right, so you have the deal at Atlantic. You have the album coming out July 15th. You have the tour. What other things does Boosie have going on that we should
I got my clothing line, Jewel House.
Mm-hmm.
I got it on right now. It's my own clothing line.
Okay.
I got my movie script wrote.
Oh, that's right. You wrote that while you was locked
Yeah, I wrote that when I was locked up.
Life story?
Yeah, the autobiography.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to get that in theaters.
Is it hard to write an autobiography? Because sometimes you can't be honest with yourself about things that happen.
Especially if you're on probation and the statute of limitations ain't up on something like that.
Nah, it wasn't hard for me because...
Especially men. Y'all tell the story how you want us to hear it, you know.
Right. It wasn't hard for me because I do that anyway in my music. So it wasn't hard for me. It was just sitting down in the cell and just thinking about everything and putting it on paper.
What's the worst thing that happened when you was locked up? Because, like, you know, Lil Fat, he passed. Pimp C, he was very influential in your career. He passed.
My best friend Bleak got killed
Okay.
when I was down. He got killed April 2010. That was the hardest thing for me. That was my main man. He got killed, and then I come back and get indicted 2 weeks later. So.
And talking about prison, did you get into any altercations in prison? I remember talking to
Oh,
T.I.
yeah, I had a couple fights.
Really?
Yeah,
Did somebody mess up the fade, man?
Nah, bro. It's just, you just got to stand up. If dudes think, some dudes, no matter how much respect you got, they want a reputation.
Mm-hmm.
And some dudes just got to sit on their ass sometimes. And that's just how it is in there, all kind of stuff, man. I got into I had altercations.
Now you've been referenced as the Tupac of the South. How do you personally feel about that?
I feel Tupac and Boosie. But I think people do that because we both have heartfelt music that can touch people's hearts. We both have similarities.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we both got in trouble too, but I just feel like it's because the real music we make. It's a pleasure to be given that credit, but Tupac, Boosie.
And before y'all comment on World Star and stuff, so how dare he say that? Listen to the music first. That's all I tell people. Go back and listen to old Boosie badass music before you make any assumptions.
Right.
Do you want to have more kids?
I doubt it. I doubt it. The only thing I ain't got is twins.
Oh, okay.
And
so
I heard you could put twins in a woman.
How can you
can. Yeah.
Yeah, they say they got that stuff you can put them.
You can
in vitro.
You can twin it up.
I thought you meant your special sperm or something.
Yeah, I don't want no. I'm strapping
twins?
up tight because this stuff I got. It drop on your arm, you're pregnant.
Now, is it hard for you to adjust money-wise? Like when you went in, prices for things were different, like shows and appearances. Have you picked up right where you left off? Or you charging more? You charging less?
Man, I'm charging
more.
I might be charging
Boosie getting it. That's
4 times more.
Boosie getting it.
I might be charging 4 times more than what I.
They said you booked out past the summer. They said you don't have any open dates.
Nah, all my Fridays and Saturdays, everything gone.
And you ain't even doing no clubs, right? You doing like this arenas, yeah.
Yeah. In a strange kind of way, do you think you wouldn't be in this position now if you didn't go through what you went through?
Probably not. Probably so. I guess only God know that. But everything happened for a reason. When you drag somebody through the mud, God be watching. And I guess He just blessed me. I just feel like it's my time, and I'm just trying to make the best of what's being promised to me and given to me and sent my way. And it's kind of sweet right now.
What's your relationship with Webby? Webby came away. I mean, Webby is probably one of our best interviews ever. He just free and open and just. What's your relationship with him?
Webby, my dog. Webby came to the label probably 2-3 years after me, and Webby done been through a lot together. So that's my boy. I'm out now. I just when I finish my album, I'm gonna get to him, and I just gotta calm him down, and I just gotta calm him down and get him business minded and let him know. It's real now, and get him back to making that music that we've been making for years. He
actually hadn't seen you until the night before you had your press conference at dinner, and I would have thought that would have been one of the first people you would have seen when you got out.
Right.
So
that was my kids first.
Mm-hmm.
My kids for anything.
Right.
I went and saw my kids, got in the tub, got me a little tutu. And
so are these women? Do they fight over you?
What,
like your children's mothers?
No.
You don't mess with none of them?
Nah, I don't mess with none of them sexually.
Okay.
We just got a bond. I take care of my kids.
Mm-hmm.
We straight. It ain't no physical relationship.
Are they accepting if you have another woman? Are they cool with that, or is it
they straight. We like friends. They gotta accept it. Damn. I accept they.
But it's women could still be beefing with you. They might still want to be with you.
Right.
While you was locked up, you might have been sweet talking them because you was in there
Nah, I wasn't sweet talking them. I probably was sweet talking something else, but I wasn't sweet talking them.
You had to have that one special girl though when you come home. Like, all right, now you the one that's gonna get this first.
Right. That what it was. We just having problems right now. But
I bet. Was it a quick one or did you last?
Oh yeah, I lasted. I told my boy I was gonna last. I told my boy I was gonna last. I was so freaky. I was freaky as a dish rag.
Freaky as a what?
A dish rag.
That was a dish rag freaky.
I was so freaky. Lord.
What was you doing?
Man, I was licking, sticking. I was having fun.
Man, that's regular, man.
I ain't lying, bro.
Well, Charlamagne eats butt on the regular.
I'm from the South. I'm from South Carolina. That's what I do. I put my tongue in a girl's ass. What's wrong with that? Boosie, you done named some ass. That's why they call you badass.
I'm thinking about it, though.
Now, how has down south hip hop changed since you went away, man?
I don't know. I don't really know, cause I don't listen to nobody else's music. Like, I don't listen to nobody music. I feel like when you listen to other people's music, you start going that way. You'll go in the studio and you'll lean toward making that record or making that sound they sound. So I listen to nobody else's music. Not because I'm not a fan of their music, not because, I just try to stay focused on my lane, on my sound. So even in jail, I didn't listen to anybody's music. I listen to oldies or something like that, and get ideas from old songs or something like that. But I just try to stay in my own lane. So
Now, before you did your deal with Atlantic, so many different artists wanted to sign you. Jeezy, Rick Ross. They said Rock Nation. What made you do the deal with Atlantic and not sign to somebody else, maybe? They were all chasing. They were all throwing the check around.
Right. But I just feel like, with Atlantic, they ready to put the house behind me. I ain't gonna sign with Rick Ross, G's, and nothing like that, because they're my homies, man. And I'm my own boss also. So I'm finna go get me a big label deal also, and I just wanted to make the best decision. I wanted to go with somebody that was gonna put the whole machine behind me. Everybody say I was going this place, Young Money, I ain't trying to go nowhere that got a whole full roster. I ain't trying to get in nobody's way. Cause when I drop, I wanted to be, the machine put behind me.
What was the most surprising offer that you got when you were in jail? The most surprising call, like it was like, whoa.
$200,000 an episode for reality show.
Damn, you should have took that bread.
You probably could have got more if that's the first offer.
What network was that?
I don't know. I was getting all kind of letters and emails through the computer. I was like, man, it's serious now,
Who was it, Mona Scott? That sounded like a Mona Scott
No, that
situation.
definitely doesn't sound like a Mona Scott offer.
She'd have broke Boosie off that bread, $200,000. She cheap with everybody else. She'd have thrown that $200,000 for Boosie now. Now, what kind of game did Pimp C used to give you?
Pimp C would always, he was just somebody I could always call and talk to about something. Even if it's music business, women, baby mama, anything, he'll give it straight to me. And Pimp C was outspoken. He was a cold critic. I used to always try to impress him. Like one time I brought a yellow bone to the studio, and I thought she was bad, right? So I bring her in. I'm trying to show off. So I'm like, when she leave, I'm like, she was nice, huh, Pimp? He like, yeah, she was straight, but her feet need some artwork. I was like, oh man, bro. I ain't paying the test. Man. I'm like, oh man.
You feel like you ever got his approval?
With the music, I feel.
Okay.
I feel like, when I got to selling hundreds of thousands of records, he was like, man, you doing your thing. Like, he was like, you're in the place you need to be.
How does the passing affect you? Like, what kind of effect did it have?
I just ain't really got nobody. I got other people that try to fill in that spot, but I just ain't really got nobody to talk to like that when I want to talk about some real stuff. I got big homies, but if I know if it come from Pimp, it's real.
Not even Bun?
Yeah, Bun. I can holler at Bun. I can holler at Bun sometime, but Pimp was just Pimp was my boy.
Word.
Bun like my uncle though.
Is there any Pimp C vocals that might make this album? Because I heard there's a lot of them out there.
Nah, I'm not gonna tell the fans that. But, they got some Boosie vocals gonna make that.
Now, what happened to those 1,000+ songs that you did?
I still got them.
What are you gonna do with them?
I'm gonna drop them. Yeah, I'm gonna drop them. I got.
You said no mixtape. You just want to straight come out with the album.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out with the album. For Christmas, I'm gonna drop another album. So probably do some mixtapes in between that.
Okay.
But right now, I'm just focusing on big album records and big albums. Get that check.
Is there a particular reason you want to move out of Louisiana? Probably what you just been locked up there too long. You just want to get out for a minute, or
The
what?
cops don't be.
Yeah, I think I think it's based on the system. You know, it's not based on people there. It's not based because I'm the man of Louisiana. I'm protected. You know, I'm straight, but it's the consequences of the system. I don't want have to fight that system no more. So I go where everybody riding Bentleys and everybody living like this. I won't stand out when I go somewhere.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you joining us this morning.
July 15th.
July 15th, the new
big
album comes out.
And when you gonna start on that movie?
I gotta get with the top people and see who gonna.
You gonna play yourself or you gonna get?
I'm gonna play myself halfway through the movie.
Okay.
I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna play myself, but it's gonna be crazy. Like I think when people see the movie, those who was feeling like you say the dude was feeling like Boosie, this and that, I think they'll be like, man, this dude deserve everything he getting right now.
Yeah, they don't know your story.
Right.
That's all it is.
Right.
I always wanted to know, on Wipe Me Down, when you say you left New York City and hooked up with P. Diddy, you really, that was real?
Nah, I just seen P. Diddy a couple.
Okay.
But I hooked up with him and partied with him at the compound in Atlanta. So
when I heard that, I was like, damn, did he messing with Boosie now?
You know he got to stand next to what's hot.
Yeah, very true.
All right. Well, it's the Breakfast Club. It's Lil Boosie.
yeah.